Hello everyone, in this video lecture let's learn about Dijkstra's algorithm. The Dijkstra's algorithm is used to find shortest path from the source vertex to other vertices. And this algorithm was invented by Edgar W. Dijkstra in the mid 1950s. He was a noted Dutch pioneer of the science and industry of computing. So, what is happening in the algorithm? For a given vertex called source in a weighted connected graph, find shortest paths to all other vertices, which is also referred as single source shortest path problem. And we consider this as one of the best known algorithm. So, what is happening in the algorithm? Dijkstra's algorithm finds the shortest path to a graph's vertices in order of their distance from a given source. That means, first you are finding the shortest path from the source to a vertex nearest to it, then to a second nearest, and so on. So that means in general, before its ith iteration commences, you have already found out shortest paths to I minus 1 other vertices nearest to the source. Let's understand how to apply Dijkstra's algorithm to find shortest path for this graph. So first of all, you have to assume a source vertex. A source vertex is here is A. I have considered here A. So then what is the near vertex to A? That is blank. What's the distance? Distance is we have to find the shortest path from A. So A to A distance is 0. And what are the remaining vertices? Remaining vertices are B, C, D and E. So B, C, D and E. B is near vertex among the tree vertices. Right now in the tree vertices we have only one vertex, that is E. So whether B is near vertex to A with an edge, or whether A is an adjacent vertex to uh, B with the minimum distance, yes. So we can form minimum distance is 3. So C can form an edge with A? No, not possible. So blank, near vertex is blank, and infinity. Whether D can form D can form an edge with the three vertices. Whether so, yes. So A and 7. You can look at this. Then E can form an edge with A. No. So blank and infinity. Now out of this, which is minimum? Which distance is minimum? 3 is minimum. That means you can get BA edge. BA edge, minimum distance. So now when you go to the second step, so one thing, when I come to the first step, already one shortest path you have got. So that means what I told in the third slide, I told before the beginning of the ith iteration, you have already got I minus 1 shortest path. Now already when I begin second iteration, I have already got one shortest path. So next, among this B is minimum. So add B vertex into the tree vertices and its predecessor, that is before coming to B you have come from A, that is A to B is the shortest path. B's predecessor vertex is A and the distance is 3. Then what are the remaining vertices? C, D and E. C's near vertex among A and B are, remember when I say near vertex, it has to be an adjacent vertex with minimum distance. So C's near vertex is only B. So that means directly you can get this distance. So C is near vertex B. What is B's distance? B's minimum distance is 3 plus CB distance, whatever you have got here. So 3 plus 4. Then what about D? D is near vertex among A and B. among A and B, as I said, when I say near vertex, it has to be a adjacent vertex with minimum distance. So among A and B, BD is near. So for D, B is near vertex. And what is B's distance? Right here 3 plus what is DB distance? DB distance is 2. What about E? E can't form a near. E don't have a near vertex with A and B. So it's very far. So a blank and infinity. It doesn't form an edge with A or B. Next, among this which is small, so C vertex gives you 7 distance, D vertex gives you 5 distance, and this gives infinity. So D vertex is minimum. So let's add that into the shortest path. So now let's add D into the tree vertices. So you can see, before to come to D, you have to pass what? Your predecessor vertex is B. So this is a predecessor vertex. This tells the path. So you can see D, to reach D, A has to cross B. So 5. The distance is 5. Distance also 5. So then what are the remaining vertices? C and E. C is close to which vertex among A, B and D? C is close to which vertex among A, B and D? With A, it doesn't form any adjacent vertex or edge. So only you have to consider B and D. Out of B and D, B is near B. And B, and what is B's distance? B's distance is 3 plus BC distance. What is BC distance? 4. 3 plus 4, that gives you 7. Okay. Then E. E forms a near vertex to which among the ABD are near vertex to E? That is D. So D's distance is 5. 5 plus 4, that is 9. 4 you got from D distance. So this is 9. So that means what I'm here among this which is near, 7 is near. 7 is near the minimum. So let's add that C, and C is, to get C, to come to C, A has to cross which predecessor? B. You can see. So BC you can add in the previous illustration. So you can, to reach C, you have to take this path, ABC path. So C's predecessor is B. Next, this is how you have to form a graph. Then what is remaining vertex? That is E. Remaining vertex, that is E, and E is close to which vertex among the tree vertices? We have in the tree vertices right now A, B, C, D. Among A, B, C, D, D and E can form adjacent vertex, out of which is near? D is near. So E's near vertex is D. So D's distance till D is, it is 5. 5. What is D distance? That is 4. 5 plus 4, that is 9. So add D in the illustration. So now finally E of D of can be added to a tree vertices, whatever is remaining, that you add it in the tree vertices. Now what are the shortest path? From A to B is the shortest path. A to B is the shortest path with the distance, with the path length 3. A to B, A to C is via A, B. So A, B, C makes a path with the length 7. And similarly A to D, how it makes? A, B, D gives you a path length, minimum path length 5. Then A, B, D, E to A, from A to E, it takes a path length 5 plus 4, 9. This is the last slide, and it shows you the shortest paths and their lengths as I have explained in the previous slide. So you can see again, A to B path length 3, A to D takes ABD of path length 5, A to C, ABC of path length 7, A to E, ABDE of length 9. This is what Dijkstra's algorithm. Now we'll see the algorithm on single source shortest path, that is Dijkstra's algorithm. Now we'll see the Dijkstra's algorithm. Dijkstra's algorithm, the input must be graph and the source vertex. Input must be graph and the source vertex. Okay, that is mentioned here. And what's the aim? Aim is to find the single source shortest path. And you know that Dijkstra's algorithm is going to find the shortest path from one vertex to every other vertex. Okay, input a weighted connected graph represented as V, E. V is vertex, E is edge, with non-negative weights, and its vertex is S. S is the source vertex. You must select one vertex initially. Then output has to be the shortest distance and the shortest path from S to, that is source vertex, to every other vertex. And also you need to find the penultimate vertex for every vertex V in V. Okay, every vertex V in V. So what is the penultimate vertex? Penultimate vertex is the near vertex. So suppose if I am if for in this case A, B, C, 3, 4, 5, A to C, for C, which is the penultimate vertex, that is B. So in the shortest path, this is only a path available from A to C, and in the shortest path, this is the penultimate or a near vertex or adjacent vertex to C. Okay, here penultimate you have to find for the other vertex. Okay, for that case, to maintain the distance and the penultimate vertex, we have to utilize a data structure called priority queue. Utilize the data structure for priority queue. That's why I will initialize priority queue. Initially it is empty. So this line has to come in the next line, not in the comment line. Okay. Then all the vertex that is present in the graph, I am going to initialize. So A, B and C, for example, if I consider this graph A, B, C, what you need to maintain? Vertex V and then distance V and the penultimate vertex. Distance, initially everything you need to set as infinity, PV is null. Okay. Then I will now initialize vertex priority in the priority queue. That's why insert function being called. After that, I am going to set ds and that is distance of the source vertex. Let's assume it is A. Its distance as 0. And that I am going to update in the queue. Okay. So penalty vertex for the source vertex is itself. That is S itself. Source vertex itself. Okay. Now initially set of tree vertices is null. Okay. Now for I equal to 0 to V minus 1. So now it's our job of finding the shortest path begins. That's why I am going to take the steps number of vertices minus 1. I am going to take the steps number of vertices minus 1. Okay. U star equal to delete minimum of Q. What's the meaning of that? You are going to select that vertex which is having smallest distance. So in this case, if you consider this as one priority queue, in this case distance that is having smaller vertex that is having smaller distance is A. So let us add that in the, so that's why delete will being called. So now in this case A will be assigned to U star, and that you are going to add it in the VT. VT will now contain A. Okay. Always this is nothing but delete the minimum priority element. Minimum priority in the element in the sense the distance which is lesser, smallest, that vertex will be removed, and that will be put into set of tree vertices, like how we have done the example. Now this particular step is for remaining vertices. You can see here V minus VT. The vertex that is not present in the tree vertices. That only for that vertex you're going to update the distance. You can see the formula. You're going to update the distance and the penultimate vertex. Okay, that is done using a decrease function. Decrease function, as I told earlier, you're going to update the priority. What do you mean by update the priority? The distance will be updated to a particular uh, vertex. Okay, let me explain this for loop again. Initially, for every vertex that is present in the graph, you're going to apply these steps. Initially, you have to delete the minimum priority element. Then once after deleting the minimum priority vertex, then that you have to put it into the set of tree vertices. Then for the remaining vertices, you need to update the distance, that is using this formula. And then we have to update the uh, distance and penultimate vertex or a near vertex into a queue. That's why decrease function is being called. So this is about the Dijkstra's algorithm. Now we'll see the time efficiency of Dijkstra's algorithm. And Dijkstra's algorithm's efficiency depends on the data structure that is used for implementing the priority queue and for representing an input graph itself. So if the input graph is represented using weight matrix, in the priority queue if it is represented using an unordered array, then the efficiency is order of length of e square. Okay, and if the graph is represented using adjacency list and the priority queue is represented as or implemented as min heap, then the efficiency is order of length of e log length of e. Now using greedy method, we can obtain single source shortest path from vertex 6 to all other vertices. I am applying here the shortest path, single source shortest path algorithm on the directed graph. Okay, here it is weighted. It's a weighted graph. Oh, obviously you know that input has to be a weighted graph. Now there are 6 vertices. Okay, let us update the tree vertices initially you have to consider a source vertex here I have considered here is 6. I've told assuming 6 as the source vertex. So here for beginning it's penultimate vertex, that is the near vertex is initially blank and distance is 0. Now what are the remaining vertices? Remaining vertices are 1, 2, 5, 3 and 4. So 6, you can see you have to always see this side direction, because from 6 to 4 or 2, 3, 1, 5 you're going to find the path. That's why direction has to be in this manner. Okay, from 6 is connected to only 4, so there is no edge from 6 to other vertices. So what we can do, it is infinity. Rest, you can set the distance as infinity. For 3 also it is infinity. 4, yes, it is making a edge from 6. So the penultimate near vertex is 6. Near vertex you have to choose from the tree vertices 6 and the distance is 4. From 6 you can connect to 4, the distance is 4. Okay, and 5 is not making any edge with 6, so it's blank and infinity. So among this, which is having minimum distance? That is 4. So let us, that is 4 will be added now into a 3 vertices. So 4 and then 4 and then So this is the edge right now from 6 to 4. That is the shortest path from 6. And as you all know, as I have told earlier, in every step you are going to get a shortest path to one new vertex. Okay. Next, among this 4 is 4 we will add it to. So this we are going to write its near vertex and the distance. This represents distance and this represents its penultimate vertex. Okay. Now 1, 2, 3, 5. So from 4 you can see here it makes the edge to in this direction, because finally you want to get a edge from 6 to 4. Okay, from 6 to 4. 4 to 2 and 5 it makes a edge. Only 2 and 5 it makes a edge. Rest there is no edge from 4. So from 1 the distance will be as it is like previous, no updation. 2 it is making an edge with 4. 6 however you know that there is no edge. So 6 is penultimate vertex is 4 and distance is, so from 4 it is through via 4 it is making a path to 2. So that's why till 4 the smallest distance is 4, and 4 to 2 what's the distance? 4 to 2 what's the distance? That is 10. Next is 3. 3 is not making any, so that's why let's keep the earlier distance as it is. No change in the earlier distance. From 4 it is already added to tree, but what about 5? 5 is making a edge via 4. Okay, and 6 has no edge direct. So 4, so near vertex is 4, and till 4 the distance is 4. So 4 plus from 4 to 5. 4 to 5, what's the edge? 4 to 5, the edge, there is edge, then its distance is 30. So you can see here, now we have got the distance at least path to 5 via 4, like this, 6 to 4, 4 to 5. Now which is the minimum distance among this? That is this 2 is giving you minimum distance. Let's add 2 into the tree vertices. Now the remaining are 1, 3 and 5. 1, 3 and 5. Can we update 1, whether 1 is making an edge with 2? However, it is not possible with 4 and 6. By this we have come to know. So that means only possibility is 2. No, right now it is still from 1 is not making a edge even with 2. So that's why it is blank. It is okay, blank and infinity, blank and infinity. What about with the 2 it's already added. Now 3 whether 2 is making edge with 2? Yes. So that means we can update this. 3 is making, at least this time it is making an edge with 2. The one of the tree vertices, that is 2. So 2. So till 2 what's the distance? That is 14. Plus 2 to 3 what's the distance? That is 2 to 3 what's the distance? That is 15. Okay. Next is 4. Next is 4. 4 is already added, sorry. Then what's remaining? 5. 5. From 2 to 5 it is making an edge. 2 to 5 there is an edge. But what you see here, 6 to 2, what's the distance? 14. 14 plus 20 if you add, the distance you are going to get is 34. Again it is same as earlier. So same as earlier. So I will not update the distance with the same distance. So instead of that I will retain the old distance. That is, I will prefer to choose 4 rather than 2. It's up to you. If you want, you can update it. I am not going to update with the same distance now with the new vertex. Okay. So this is what the distance. So here earlier. For this I have not written the illustration. Let me update. 6 to 4 it was, and then we got 5, I guess. 5, no, 2 we got. So 2 goes like this, 2 and then 14. Now among this, which is minimum? 20. This one. 3 is giving the minimum vertex. So let us 6 and then 4 and then 2. Now 3 is giving the shortest distance. So 3. So this will be 15, 10, 15, 10, and then 15, 10, 25, 4, 29. So you can see here it is the shortest distance is 3, 2, and then 14 plus 15, that is shortest distance is 29. So this is altogether 29. Even here also I got 4, 14 plus 15, 29. Now we can add this into the penultimate vertex. Okay, this into the penultimate vertex. Only the remaining vertices now are 1 and 5. 1 and 5. Now I will add that 2 into 29, 1, then 5, 4, 34. So, sorry. Now remaining vertices are from above 1 and 5. Let us try to update it. If possible, let's update it. Okay. Whether 3 is an making age with 1. Earlier it was infinity. Now 3, whether it is speaking in age with 1. Yes. Okay. So that means 3. Here I can write penultimate vertex is 29, this distance, and from 3 to 1, what's the distance? 3 to 1, 20. Okay, 3 to 1 is 20. Then from 5, 3 to 5, is it making an edge? No. That is why let us retain the earlier distance as it is. Retain the earlier distance as it is. This is 49. This is 34, which is minimum, this one. So let's add 5 into the penultimate vertex, 5 into the 3 vertices. Now, which is the remaining vertices? That is 1. 5 is, however, it is not making an edge with 1. So let's write the remaining vertex with the earlier distance as it is. As 5 is not making an edge with 1. So you will not get a smaller distance with 5. Okay. Now what about, there is only one vertex remaining. Let's add that also into the 3 vertices. Now I will, here the illustration, here the minimum smallest vertex is 6, 4, 4, 2, and then 3. Now this is 20, this is 50, 10. So this was the illustration. Now after that, only one vertex was remaining. Let us, sorry, it has to be 5, not, here it was 34. We had to add 34. So I have to erase this. Instead of 1, I am supposed to write here. I am supposed to add this time, in this case, 5, not 1. So let us add 30 and 5. Next is I have to add 1. So again 6, 4, then 4, 5, then 2, next 3, and then final last vertex. So with this I have added all the vertices, and With this I can tell that I have got the shortest from 6 to all other vertices. All other vertices. 10, this is 30. So this itself is the final shortest path. So the shortest path, you can say that I will highlight here, that is this path, and this one, and this, and also this. This is the path which is going to give you the shortest path. So final shortest path with path length, let us write the path length from 6 to 4, from 6 to path length is or the distance is, shortest distance is 4. Then from 6 to 5, shortest distance is 6 to 5, shortest distance is 34. Then 6 to 2, short via 4. Okay, 6 to, so via 4, so shortest distance is 14. Then 6 to 4, 4 to 2, 2 to 3. Shortest distance is 29, 4, 2, 3. Then finally to 1, 6 to 4, 4 to 2, 2 to 3, and 3 to 1. The shortest distance is, so that is, you can find here the before 1, what's the adjacent matrix to adjacent node to 1? That is 3. Before reaching 1, what's the adjacent node? That is 3. That's what we have represented. The total distance, you can see here, is 49. Even if you add up here, it is 35, 45 plus 4, 49. So this is the shortest distance. So that's about Dijkstra's algorithm and example.